Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Devin and thank you for coming to visit. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification right next to it so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I like to trim and shape my hair at home. And I usually know it's time to trim my hair first when I see split ends, I see knots, detangling is taking a long time, but mostly when my hair looks a lot like it does today, where like my ends are just looking really frizzy, really dry. That's usually, and that's the prime example. Look at that. Look at that. So usually when my hair looks like this, it's time to trim it. So to start this process, I'm actually starting off on old hair, and this is the resulting twist out of my last mini twist video. So I'm actually gonna get started by parting my hair right down the middle, and I like all my sections to be nice and clean when I trim my hair, so I have a better chance of having a nice even trim. Now that I have one side of my head that is out and free, I'm going to divide this side into 3 even sections.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to take a little bit of warm water and a little bit of olive oil. That's all I'm going to put on my hair. So I'm going to spritz this section with some warm water, just a little bit. I want my hair to be damp, but I do not want it to be soaking wet. Now that I got that all rubbed in, and I got, just a little bit of detangling going, grab my olive oil, just put about a quarter size amount on the section, maybe close to $1/2. And then I'm going to take my favorite detangling comb. I'm going to comb out this section completely. Now that that section is combed out, last thing I'm going to do is take a paddle brush and just brush it through the section a couple of times just to make sure all the tangles are out. Then I'm going to take a hair tie and I'm going to create a little ponytail for this section. Then I'm going to take probably 3 or 4 more hair ties or headbands. I'm going to use those to band the length of my hair. And I also just realized I didn't explain why I was doing this instead of just blowing out my hair or just cutting the section after I've combed it out. And I'm doing this just because I want to see like the full length of my hair. And so I want to also be able to see how it is when it's 100% dry and stretched out. Like if you don't have a lot of time and you don't feel like banding like this, definitely like grab a blow dryer, blow out your head and then cut from there. So I'm going to repeat this process to all my remaining sections, and then I'm going to go to the other side of my head and do the same thing. Okay guys, so my hair is all banded and I'm sitting here looking like little Miss Pippi Longstocking, but I'm going to let these dry overnight. They're not wet, they're damp, so they should stretch out and be good in the morning. And then in the morning I'll show you how I actually trim my hair and how I shape it after it's all stretched out. Hey guys, so it is the next day. I slept in all my bands and I'm going to start in the back and then work my way to the front.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So all my bands are out and all I'm going to do is take a little bit more olive oil, run it through the section, and then I'm going to comb it out and section it off. Now that I have the oil in there and my hair is nice and combed out, I am going to take my rat tail comb and I'm going to divide this into like maybe 3 or 4 Yeah, I'm gonna divide it into 4 sections. And then I'm going to clip the rest up and out of the way. Next, I have my handy dandy hair shears here, and I got these from Sally's. They were $12.99. I don't usually buy the really expensive hair shears because I cut my hair about once or twice a year, so I only keep them that long. All right, now that I have this section, all I'm gonna do is comb it through from the roots to the ends. Make sure it's nice and detangled. And then I'm going to just look at my ends and see what needs to be cut. You can see where they start getting a little frail, a little scraggly, and that's what I need to cut. And I always cut going straight down or as down as much as I can.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And I always be sure to look at like what I'm actually cutting to make sure I actually do have like scraggly ends and knots and all that good stuff. There's no point in trimming your hair and cutting off your hair if you don't have any of those problems. Also, a good sign that you need to cut your hair, more so I guess to feel where you need to trim, is if you're combing your hair and like where you start feeling like tension, like the hair doesn't want to come through, that's usually what needs to be cut. That's usually how I do it.
Yes.
You want to always make sure you're trimming evenly, so I will always line the piece I've done next to the piece I already cut, and then just make sure that the ends are nice and clean. And remember, this is a trim, not a cut, so do not whack off 3 inches of your hair. Alright, so now that I have nice, even, and clean ends, I'm going to twist this section up and put it in the Bantu knot just so it's not in the way as I do the rest of my hair. Here is all the hair I cut off from that one section.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay guys, so that is how I trim and shape my hair, and I always kind of go for like this perfect fro situation. Longer on the bottom, shorter on the top, kind of layered, but not really. I am feeling this. Like am I Diana Ross right now? Hold up. Shaka Khan, who? Yeah, I love this. And then like with my color, yeah, I don't know, I love my hair. My hair has grown so much, guys. It's incredible. Don't get freaked out. Here is all the hair I cut off, plus a little bit of, plus some shedding and stuff that, you know, came out on the comb when I was going through my hair. It looks like a lot, but I have a lot of hair on my head, guys. I cut off about a ½ an inch all the way around, and then I did cut off a little bit more on this side just so I could shape my hair more on this side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Be sure to comment down below anything you would like to comment down below, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel on your way out. It would really mean a lot to me. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.